Hey Busy Fit fam, this is Stephen Anderson and I'm your Busy Fit coach. Welcome to week 5, day 3 of your Busy Fit 2.0 Healthy Habits Coaching, and I'm so glad that you're here. You can't become what you can't see. So who you see yourself as is critical for your success. So see yourself as that person who chooses to drink water instead of juice or soda. See yourself as that person who gets your walk-in or your workout 3 to 5 times a week. See yourself as that person who thinks about what's in your meals and decides whether it's going to get you closer or further away from your health goals and whether it's worth it. See yourself as that person who sees these challenges and looks at it, thinks about it in a calm way, and figures out a way to overcome. Who you see yourself as is critical. It doesn't matter that you're not there yet. You have to speak it, you have to see it, you have to hear it. Call those things that be not as though they were, because when you start seeing it in your mind and speaking it out of your mouth and hearing it in your ears, you'll find that it just starts to happen. You will start to really believe that it's possible for you in your situation as it is to continue to move forward and to find that way to be the healthier, happier person that you are meant to be. Never give up, never back down, never relent. Understand that these challenges are here to make you stronger and to make your vision better, and more importantly, to give you that story for you to be able to tell and to share with somebody else. Not only does it give you hope, but it gives somebody else hope. Hang in there, be strong, and remember, it's always a way to keep moving forward. All right, so today we're looking at habit number 5, which is to have minimally processed carbohydrates in each and every meal. Now that is basically going to boil down to being fruit and vegetables. Now your processed carbohydrates can be anything that's sugary, made with flour, whether it's whole grain or not. Those things, we're going to have a place in our eating plans for them, but our habit requires us to look at the minimally processed and get more of those in each meal. So let's look at a few facts when it comes to carbohydrates. Fact number 1 is a carbohydrate is going to be anything that started as a plant. All right, so if it's a cereal bar or whether it's flour or grains, if it was a plant at one point before man processed it, it counts as a carbohydrate. All right, fact number 2 is that all carbohydrates break down to become glucose, which is known as blood sugar. Remember our analogy from yesterday. So we have our workers, which are those carbohydrates, those energy workers, and they are escorted into the muscles, which are the job sites, by the job agency, which is the hormone insulin. So what that means is your carbohydrates cannot even get on the train until they're broken down to become glucose. So fact number 3 is that carbohydrates that break down the quickest are going to be your processed carbohydrates. So these, in other words, they put those energy workers very quickly onto the bloodstream train, and then when insulin takes them around to the job sites, it fills the jobs very quickly, and that means it has surplus on the train, and we know the surplus goes to the storehouse. When we have those minimally processed carbohydrates, it really breaks down much slower and puts those workers on the bloodstream train at a slower rate so that your body will be able to use it and then need more workers. That way you have less of the workers left to end up in the storehouse or end up in your fat cells. So there are 2 things that you want to know about this. Number 1, you want to make sure that you don't have blood sugar workers on the energy train once you've filled all of the immediate work requirements inside your cells. In other words, if you have so much blood sugar that you fill all the jobs and you have excess left over, then they go to the fat cells. That's why your processed carbohydrates are not going to be ideal. The second thing you want to know is you want to create an environment where your metabolism or your body is able to burn calories more at rest. So you have this situation where you have more need for the blood sugar requirements just at rest, and you're being careful not to put too many workers on the train. That's going to be your ideal combination to get your health, your energy, and to get your weight to a place that you want it to be. All right, we'll dig in more on that as we're going through the week, but for now we're on to our calls to action. Of course, we're reading our Busy Fit Mindset statements, and we're going to habit number 1 is drinking the water, habit number 2, which is getting your activity or your rest, habit number 3, which is to eat slowly at 80%, habit number 4, that healthy source of protein, and habit number 5, which is to make sure you get those minimally processed carbohydrates in each and every meal. Of course, you're looking at your calendar to see if your prep up for the setup day is coming up, and you're making sure that you're writing in your Busy Fit notebook. And tomorrow we're going to look at a really cool way to really know what types of non-processed carbohydrates or minimally processed carbohydrates you'll be looking to add to your eating plan as your healthy habits, as you see yourself as that healthy person who makes those good choices. So until then, persist. I will persist until I succeed. I'll never give up, and I'll see you on tomorrow. Oh, wait. Click the button below. I got a great message to you about vision. Click it below. All right.